the information contained here in this video, what if I should just make this for rent? But this really is a very, 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 very important video for the annals of John Bonham live Moby Dick Ray. Okay? Moby Dick. Here's the whole deal. When Bonham's doing his whole that whole gig, here's the deal. This is what you want to do. Get yourself a ching ring if you want, because it's something that'll give you the mojo. But why this is such a good exercise is it's really all singles. You're doing singles with your hands and singles with your feet. The basic paradigm. Okay, now what Bonham then does more strokes in there for the Moby straight up. But this is, if you want to be, well, really get your shite together, I think, basic core technique-wise. And this is what I'd sort of put in the America, get rid of those pre-chorus, get a drum set. So, is this. So we're doing singles with both our feet and both our hands. But what happens here, the way Bonham used to play it, and maybe, I don't see this in most right-handed drummers, but what happens is when the right hand in the singles is striking any surface, it's the left foot that's hitting simultaneously. Okay? Not right with right. And I think there's a fair amount of drummers that have a hard time separating those two. Anyway, if you are one of those drummers, I think it takes some work to just die hard, literally sit and hit the left foot and the right hand at the same time. But eventually, like anything, you'll speed it up as you'll do. That's like open to closed. Okay? But just keep doing it. You're just not used to doing it. Okay? But then you have to do the opposite. Your left hand with your right foot simultaneously. Okay? And here, even there, okay? Listen to that. There were a couple that weren't right together because I'm not really thinking about it in a way where, well, I don't usually practice this one particularly because I was just playing. Max, come on, buddy. I'm engaging my legions of Bon Zolian fans. There's a coyote on the porch looking in like, Max is like. All right, so remember here. So in this, it's right hand with left foot. And left hand with right foot. Okay? So when you get that going, here it is slow. Let me deaden this a little bit, okay? Hang on. Get the old wallet out. Quick and easy. Van Dyke Brown and all right, so here we go. That ultimately really is a basic paradigm of John Bonham's live Moby Dick. Now what I'm doing here, he doesn't, again, this is sort of a paradigm, right? It's sort of like a basic tenet of, he does 80% of this whole, with the exception of small details, he does this paradigm the whole time. So what I'm doing here with my left hand is I'm actually going what amounts to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? Or 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, okay? However you count it, but it's a triplet. The way it's counted, okay? What I'm doing here is, and I should say, even though I started with my right foot, it's the left in this case that you're going to consider the 1. Left foot and right hand at the same time. 1, as it goes, with the feel of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. However you want to think about it. Essentially you would say that it would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Which of course is the Bo Diddley thing, right? But so you get that ball rolling, and this is where a very important thing comes up. Get those off for now. So as we're going, remember, right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. Sorry. Eventually then build up for some speed and endurance. In my opinion, I find a certain amount of speed good, but then endurance more important. I mean, I guess you could have a speed metal guy be like, but what I normally do the fastest, I'll practice it as this. All like that. Mix up the accents. Start throwing the sticks around the drums if you want, a la Moby Dick. Max, for the love of God. Okay, now right there, you're 95% there as far as Moby goes. You're just not doing the doubles. You're not throwing the doubles in on the snare. Hang on a second here. I have a dead loose rod here, which is driving me crazy. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, so you're almost pretty much right there. Okay? What then we do is we add in a few of these. Okay, so hear that? Why does that sound like Biggest? Sounds like Biggest. Okay, so you're going. He doesn't necessarily the whole time go. Okay, he accents it differently, like. Start throwing in some doubles. So we now getting more into the range of more or less where the live Moby Dick is typically, I think. Up slowly a little bit because I'm trying to see personally now to see how fast I can play the with it still kind of sounding good. I've been working on my left hand a lot. All right, so, but here's another thing. This is where this video is worth money. When you can go from, again, straight up just doing singles with the hands, singles with the feet, lined up again with the right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. This is where it comes in handy if you can also do your triplets with the left hand lead. Or if you start with your foot, okay? Okay, but whatever it is. So watch this. Go slower. Do you see how I went from a straight up singles feel with my top part up here to switching it to a triplet and then back? That's something that Bonham did very well. Sorry, let me get that double, that shittily played double up. See how I went from triplets back into that? These are straight lined up. Right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. But then I'm going to start switching the hands up to triplet tone. Therein lies the key. Now I'll make a longer video on how to work on that. But that is something Bonham did real well. Even if I get the hi-hat out. Well, let's say it's in, but... Those are straight up regular triplets. Right? Okay, back to a non-triplet. Anyway, so there it stands. It's a great exercise. That's like without the bass drum, but then he throws in the bass drum in spots. So hopefully you get something out of this. So hopefully you get something out of this. This is crucially important to the John Bonham Moby Dick, and indeed all your playing stuff. Thank you for watching. More videos on the way. Please subscribe. Keep your eyes on my kingish eBay auctions for stuff I'm selling stuff off. Thank you.
This video brought to you by Terry Keating Greatest Hits. Look for it on eBay.